of what he can do in our lives. He has shown me over and over who and what he is. And his resume has never changed in my life. So I truly thank him. You know, a lot of times we hold on to things. Could be from last week. Could be from 30 years ago. But we hold on to that pain. It may be the smallest things that brings it up. But what I have learned within the last couple of years, that we have to let it go. You have to take that thing and you have to bury it in the graveyard. Because it's one thing, you cannot resuscitate a corpse. Let it be gone. Let it be gone. Because it's what, we don't forgive people for them, we forgive them for ourselves. And those of us that's been in there, a lot of us know that some people don't sleep at night. Because you can be in the middle of just waking up and thought of something that you should have said when you had that conversation earlier. You know, we are guilty of that. We are human. But God has shown us to let go. Because who are we not to let go? You know, we had someone come down to redeem us and save man. So who are we not to forgive? And each day that we wake up is another day to get it right. God is saying that he's not done yet. I want to thank my brother Henry for coming today. He is the brother, I know some of you guys may have seen some of the God First t-shirts. God First, he's the owner of that company. And I just want to let this man know, man, I admire your business attitude. I admire the way that you approach things. And that's why God is blessing you so much, man. I'm extremely proud of it. And I see now he has coffee mugs with God First. Y'all talk to this brother. I mean, this brother is on it. He's always being creative. He's always creating something new. And that comes from the man upstairs. And God blesses this man every day. I've seen it. I've been knowing him for a couple of years now. And every time we talk, whether it be messages on Facebook, personal messages, you can call me before, it's always nothing but love. Good guy. I'll make sure y'all talk to him because he's a good guy. If everyone will open their Bibles to the book of Amos, chapter 5, verses 18 and 19. And when you have it, please stand. If you don't have it, say, wait on me, Lord, help me. Amen. Man, give it a few seconds. Yes, ma'am. Chapter 5, verses 18 and 19. 5. Oh. 18 and 19. Chapter 5, yes, sir. Amen. The word of God says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you the day of the Lord as darkness and not light? As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear, met him and went into his house and learned his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him. Amen, for the word of God. I want you to look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor today's sermon subject, running from a lion into a bear to be bitten by a snake. Amen. Consider the text God's warning to anyone who's playing church.
Come on.
You see, I ought to just finish right there with that one statement. For the text says it all. Amos here is dealing with those who like to try to fool people by acting holy. You see, one thing about it, brothers and sisters, you can fool man, but you can't fool God. You see, man is easy to fool because man's assessment, evaluation of people is based on what man sees on the outside of a man. In other words, man's views of humanity is based on what man is capable of seeing with the natural eye. But Amos has let us know that there's an unseen eye that sees all that we do. And an unseen ear that hears all that we say. And that unseen eye and that unseen ear belongs to God. And God sees stuff and knows stuff about you that nobody else knows. You know, I tell people all the time, don't be so quick to judge folk about what you think you know about. Because you really don't know them. You know, truth of the matter is some people are good. Real good at being one thing around you and being something else behind closed doors. Matter of fact, you'll be probably be surprised to learn stuff about the person that's sitting right next to you. When they're out your sight. You ought to turn and look at them and they say, I wonder what you do when people can't see you. But you see, that's man's limitation. Man only looks at the outward appearance. But God has the power to look through man's physical and skeletal structure to see the state of man's heart is in and what the state of a man's soul is in. You see, Amos apparently had issues with a few folks here. Evidently, there are some people, some so-called church members who are going around talking about how glorious it will be when the day that the Lord comes. There are people doing that today. You know, I heard them on plenty of Sundays stand in various churches and testify. I'm sorry, I mean testify. You know, talking about saints. If you miss me from singing and preaching down here and you can't find me nowhere, come on up to the city called Glory and I'll be waiting up there. You know, it sounds good. And when they say it, they sound so convincing. But brothers and sisters, the proof is in the pudding and the spice is in the cake. There's no sense in telling me to look for you in glory if you can't get along with folk right here on earth. There's no sense in saying, I love you, Lord. He heard my cry. He pitied my every groan. Long as I live, trouble rise. How I hasten to his throne. If every time I hear your name mentioned is involved in some kind of ungodly mess. You see, I need to drop some money right here in the meter and park for a minute and tell somebody who's playing church that you better stop and get serious about this thing because time is winding up. I don't know when he's coming, but one thing that I do know is a matter of time. And so Amos is trying to warn Israel that the devastation is approaching. Look at what he says in verses 16 and 17. There shall be wailing in the streets, and they shall say in all highways, alas, alas. And they shall call the husbandman to mourning. But when we have limitations, we will fail. You see, in other words, Amos is telling us that God's judgment and devastation will be so complete throughout the land that there will be sorrow on every street. Travelers on the highway will see every place they go. Farmers and vineyard workers know, the only ones that will profit from this judgment will be the professional mourners. Yes, you see, back in the Bible days, they had professional mourners. You see, these pro-mourners would go around crying for folk for a fee. You see, if you died and nobody cared, your family could hire these people to come to your funeral and cry. You see, what the word says, that when judgment and God comes, the only people who will profit will be those who make a living of professional mourners. And all of this happened because Jehovah himself will pass through the land of judgment as he promised. Tell somebody he's coming just as he promised. True. I'm going to leave you alone for a minute, but the writer says that the land of Israel shall be put in mourning, true mourning, that all places shall be filled with lamentation and calamities coming, and it's coming sooner than you know. You see, look at our city these days. Just look at every place that you cast your eyes on is wailing in the streets, on the highways and byways. You see, every day you hear about a person being murdered or robbed. It's not safe to walk the streets at night. Nowadays, when you get out, you have to carry something to protect you. Because people are crazy. But not only in our streets, in a bad way, but our homes are in a bad way. You see, children are rising up against their parents. Parents are killing their children. Husband and wives living in the same house when there's no love in the house. Our schools are in trouble. We have metal detectors that stand in the halls. We have drug dogs sniffing the lockers where books and homework used to be. I tell you, it's a mess. But you know, as sad it is for me to say it, I can understand the conditions of the world. Because sin is so prevalent in the world these days, and I'm not trying to justify it, but I can say I understand it. You know, you expect people of the world to be unruly and ungodly, because worldly people are basically plastic. But when it comes to church folk, you don't expect them to be fakes and phonies in the Lord's house. You see, God's house is supposed to be made of regenerated folk who are becoming sanctified folk and on their way to become glorified folk. You see, regeneration means you have turned from sin and turned to Christ. You see, sanctified means you're still not what you ought to be, but you're more than what you used to be. And every day you're getting better to be more like Christ. And then glorified folk is the state you become after Christ returns in his rapture. When you see him, and he'll become more, you want to become more like him. You see, those are the people you expect to find in church. But we find today that they are CZ Christians. You see, they look like diamonds. They sparkle like diamonds. But they have no worth. They just here to look cute and try to fool somebody. We got some knockoff Christians. They look like good church folk. They carry a Bible. They wear a cross. And sometimes they even wear a robe. But they're not real. And you can tell by the fruit that they bear. There are all kind of people Amos that is writing about in this text. The ones who are going around saying, I'll be glad when the Lord comes. But I hear Amos say, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. They say that they wish that he will come because they don't believe that it will ever happen. Nor do they believe it unless that they see it. And because they don't believe it, they don't fear it. That's right. And if they don't believe it, they're not doing nothing to get ready for it. And because they're not doing anything to get with God will survive to enjoy the benefits of the day of the Lord's return. And you might even escape most of the devastation I talked about a few minutes ago, but none of us will escape the judgment of God. That's what he means when he says it will be like a picture of a man who escaped from a lion. While doing so, he runs into a bear. He gets away from the bear and makes it safely to his house, only to realize that he was bitten by a snake. Come on now. You see, the old folks used to say this: you're going to run to a rock and hide your face, but the rock will cry out. No hiding place. You're going to run to the oceans and run to the river, but you're going to find the water going to be water. I'm closing there now. But what you going to do when Jesus come back on a cloud, just like he said he would? What you going to do when all the demons are loose and there's no chains on these? What you going to do when time rolls up like scrolls and the moon drip blood? Somebody who's been playing church, they're going to try to run to the church and cry out, have mercy on me, Lord. But I say, why wait until that happens? Get right with God right now. For when he comes, he will separate the wheat from the tare. When he comes, he will separate the real from the fake. When he comes, he will separate the saints from the ain'ts. Yes, soon and very soon, the last temptation will be realized. The last hill will be climbed. The last valley will be crossed. The last sacrifice will be made. The last criticism will be heard. The last crime will have been witnessed. And the last heart will have been broken. You see, I don't know about you, but I don't want to miss it. I don't want to escape the lion, escape the bear, only to die by a snake. But I want to hear him say, well done, my good and faithful servant. Well done, you've been real about this thing. Well done, you tried to love everybody. Well done, you prayed for folk that despitefully used you. Well done, you've been faithful over a few things. Come on up and enter to the joy and prepare that the God has for you. But on that day, when they marched Jesus up that hill, he had to carry his own cross. They hung him high and they spread him wide. And he said, it's finished. They was gambling for his clothes. They laid him in a bar tomb. But early one Sunday morning, he got up with all. John stood by God. He was right there with him. He was right there with him. You see, there were those that left him when he got in trouble. But John stood right there by him. He said, Jesus, my master. They about to send me to a lonely island. They about to send me where the rocks and snakes are. But if you with me, I'll go. But God, I'll go if you go with me. But I think of our devotion. I feel ashamed of my so-called faithfulness to God. You see, a dog is a very faithful creature. He is the best friend that a man has had in this world. A man dog stands by him in poverty and in prosperity, in health and in sickness. He will kiss the hand that has no food to give him. He will guard the sleep of his poor master as if he was a priest. And he has been known to lay beside the grave with sad eyes and stare watching there for wine all night long. Yes, Jesus, my master, I will follow you always. When men and women are in grateful to his loving kindness, I will sing his praises. Yes, Jesus, my master died. But there were those who was with him that left him when he got in trouble. You see, John the Apostle could be here characterized as a faithful dog, for he did not desert Jesus. John went with Jesus as a member of the inner circle. John was with him in the Garden of Gethsemane. I'm going to be through in a minute. John was with him when they nailed him to a rugged cross. John was with him when he heard him say, be faithful until death, and I will give you a crown of life. Let me tell you one thing, paradise, be faithful to him. Don't leave him when everybody else leaves. You just stay with the Lord. Stay there. When trials start singing, stay there. When the usher boy stops serving, stay there. When the choir stops singing, stay there. Follow him. Trust him. I'm a living witness. I'm a living witness of his goodness. He don't promise you that everything will be hunky-dory, but he promised you that life will be a little more easier with him. Trust in